It's already taken 15 months to upgrade Sauchiehall Street, and it's going to take many more to return it to its former glory. This is the vision that Glasgow City Council have for the area, but this is the grim reality facing shoppers and businesses on the street. Glasgow City Council say it's now looking like the project will be completed in March next year, despite previously saying it would be finished by this Christmas.
The plan is that the vast majority of the construction work should be done before Christmas period. There'll still be a small portion to be done after the new year, and the tree planting, which is seasonal dependent, there'll be a small amount done then after the Christmas period, after the new year.
One of the reasons believed to be behind the setback is that around 15 workers have been removed from the Sauchiehall Street project by bosses at Macleay Engineering, with Scottish Sun sources being told there are only 4 or 5 people working on the whole site. Glasgow City Council confirmed the final part of the Sauchiehall Street project won't be completed until March, and added that any staffing issue is a matter for Macleay's to address themselves. They say there's been no indication this will have any impact on the timeline for work completion. The Cambridge Street leg of the work will almost entirely complete before Christmas. The final part of the project on Sauchiehall Street between Renfield Street and West Nile Street will begin in January and last for 3 months. Macleay have been approached for comment. This business on Sauchiehall Street has had to bear the brunt of the ongoing works. There have been issues with gaining access to the shop, and they say they can't see any huge difference to the way it looked before.
It was affecting the view of the business. You couldn't see the shop from the outside, and for you to come to attend to work, you've got to go around Sauchiehall Street or the back of street just behind the shop, because it was the walking distance to the barbers was restricted with the work in the street. But the guys done well. We had a lot of staff coming here who works in the street for a haircut, so we spoke to them and they said the street outside should be done by Christmas time. I don't know about the bottom of the Sauchiehall Street, but for now, in front of our shop looks a lot better. They've done a good job, and you can see the shop more better. Could be the rest of the bottom of Sauchiehall Street by April, and the front of our shop is done by now. I don't know if they're going to be adding benches outside. We're still considering about that. I've worked in this shop back in the years as well. The outside street is still pretty the same. All they done was just renew the ground, but looking wise they all still look the same as before.
So the work, which has cost almost £6 million, continues as businesses and shoppers are affected by delay after delay.
The last time I was here was a year ago. I work here at the theatre every year, and it has been ongoing for a few years now. It's looking better, but I would have hoped it had been done a bit sooner. It just seemed an awful long time for the completion to finish. I can see they're sweeping up earlier on, so you would kind of hope that the fences are going to come down soon, because this end of the high street is a bit of it's needing a lot of improvement. There's no doubt that this has had effect on the theatre, the shops, the businesses up there. There's a lot of empty shells up there. I mean, you just have to look above you, looking up further up there, and you can see what the state of things are. So it's just, hopefully it gets better. I'm sure it will. It's a great city, people here are great, and they'll just get on with it,
It's slowly coming along. Hopefully soon it'll be finished and the streets will open back up again. But at least you can still use the shops. That's probably one of the biggest main things that we're asking for. As you can see, that it is quite busy still, which is going to have some sort of impact, but at least people still can shop, and the shops have still been open, which is one of the biggest things. The guys can still get in and use them, so thankfully we've got that capability. It's had its issues over the years with the fires and things like that, destroying some of the historic buildings, but hopefully soon we can see a bigger impact and lots more people using the shops.